Okay, good evening everyone. So we have 36 participants as of now. So we shall wait for a couple of more minutes. So today's quiz is again, general questions, general knowledge. You will have questions based on different aspects, different subjects. I hope you people are enjoying the game while playing, and at the same time you are learning while playing. So whoever have scored the top 3 positions, I request those people to contact me after the quiz. Just send a message to make sure that you are the right person, because sometimes people are not giving the complete name, so I might get confused. For example, the other day, Lasya, she secured the second position, I guess, and I was little confused which Lasya was she. So like that. So if you are not giving the complete name while playing the game in this quiz, so if you score in that first 3 positions, please let me know. Okay, we have 52 participants as of now. So I request all the participants, whoever have received this YouTube link, take some time to like the video, and at the same time you can share this video and ask your you can challenge your friends, relatives, so that it would be an encouragement for me as well to conduct more such quizzes. And if you would like to challenge your friends in particular topic, you can send that topic to me, on which topic you would like to have the quiz. So definitely I will take that request and I will try to honor that. So the number is increasing here. We have 67 participants. I shall wait another 2 minutes and we shall start the game. And we need to congratulate Balasri Nandak, because that person secured in top 3 positions in 2 different games. And one more thing, for this Sri Rama Navami, which is falling on 21st, I guess, 21st on Wednesday. So on Wednesday evening, we will have a special quiz based on Ramayanam or Lord Rama or Sri Ramanavami festival. So whatever, the questions will be related to that, in the same way we did for Ugadi as well. So you can get prepared in and around of Ramayanam, so that you can score more quickly on that particular day. And as I have told, the season 2 quiz competitions, which we have started from Ugadi, so definitely the top 3 of every quiz will be awarded, and we will broadcast that live telecast. Okay, so it's 7:35 now, 75 participants, good to go, I guess. Let's begin. Wish you all good luck. Let's start. So the first question here comes on your screens. So Cantonese and Szechuan are the cooking styles of which country? Cantonese and Szechuan are the cooking styles of which country? Cantonese and Szechuan are the cooking styles of which country? Maybe you don't like this country these days. So 53 members answered it. And looking at the scoreboard, Akshay is on the top, followed by Sushma Sri. 20 members answered this question correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 2 on your screens now. Yeah, Kardungla, Zozila and Jelepla are names of different what? What are these names given to? Kardungla, Zozila and Jelepla are names of different what? There ends the time. 58 members answered it correctly. And the leaderboard score says Akshay is on the top, followed by Mokshita, Balasri Nandak, Chandanasri. 21 members answered this question correctly as mountain passes. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question number 3 on your screens now. Which is the most transplanted organ in the human body? I'm sure majority of the people will give the right answer for this question. Which is the most transplanted organ in the human body? There ends the time. 56 members made their choice within the time. And the leaderboard scores: Chandanasri on the top, Balasri Nandak on the second, Vinuday on the third position. 30 members answered this question correctly. So all that you need to keep in your mind that it's not just how accurate you give the answer, but how quick you give the answer also makes difference. So let's move on to the next question. Question number 4 on your screens now. Whose first sermon is called Dharmachakra Pravartana Sutra? Dharmachakra Pravartana Sutra. Whose first sermon is called Dharmachakra Pravartana Sutra? Maybe after reading the options you will be able to get it correct. So there ends the time. 30 seconds for every question. 58 members made their choice within the time frame out of 88 participants, and only 7th position was replaced. Rest of all the positions remained same. 26 members answered it correctly as Buddha. Very good. So moving on to the next question. Question number 5 on your screens now. Among Indians, who has scored the most runs from 4s and 6s in a single ODI inning?
Shut up. Why are you still talking, bro? Shut up. Like, nobody wants to hear your voice, bro. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
So among Indians, who has scored the most runs from 4s and 6s in a single ODI inning? There ends the time. 58 members answered. And the leaderboard scores: Ashwin is on the top, followed by Akshay. 12 members answered this question correctly. And someone is trying to disturb us on the Zoom. Okay, I'll try to control. Let's move on to 6th question. Which of the following is not a natural fiber? Which of the following is not a natural fiber?
Sir, your screen is not here.
There ends the time. 62 members picked their choice within the time. Okay, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 7th positions were replaced. 40 members answered this question correctly. Very good. Moving on to the next
40
question.
members.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I'm not a failure.
Okay, the term silly point is associated with which of these sports? So we got a lot of following these days, I guess. So many people are trying to get onto this YouTube and Zoom. There ends the time. 60 members answered it within the time, and the leaderboard scores 4th, 6th, and 7th positions were replaced. 19 members answered this question correctly. Moving on to the next question. Okay, the name of the hill station Nainital.
Sir, your mama gay, nigga, your sir, mama gay, your nigga, your nigga, your nigga, your nigga.
The name of the hill station Nainital comes from which part of the body? Somebody is trying to disturb us. There ends the time. Nainital.
Your students are failure.
Okay, 27 members answered it correctly. Okay, moving on to the next question. Question number 9. On your screens now. So in English, which of these punctuation marks is symbolized by 2 dots? In English, which of these punctuation marks is symbolized by 2 dots?
Why are you laughing, man?
Okay, there ends the time.
Class, don't laugh again, you bullshit nigga.
Hello, niggas.
Okay, someone is trying to disturb us there. Okay. 22 members answered this question correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 10 on your screens now. In a textbook, the chapter called From Bus Conductor to Superstar is based on whom? In a textbook, the chapter called From Bus Conductor to Superstar is based on whom? There ends the time. 55 members picked up their choice. 7th position is replaced with a new person, and 45 members answered this question correctly. Okay, Zoom, I had to stop it because we are receiving a lot of disturbance there. Okay, I will restart it. We'll see. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question number 11. So at about 6 feet, the legs of which of these are taller than many human beings? At about 6 feet, the legs of which of these are taller than many human beings? There ends the time. 61 members answered it within the time. Okay, top first position is replaced. 50 members answered this question correctly. So moving on to the next question, question number 12. Traditionally, chicken curry, it's not chicken curry, it's chicken curry was done on white cloth with a thread of which color? You will find the embroidery work, chicken curry work, which will be done on a white cloth with which color thread? Maybe girls will be able to answer this real quick. There ends the time. 55 members answered it. 6th and 7th positions were replaced. 21 members answered this question correctly. So you will find this work with a white color thread on white cloth. That is chicken curry. So moving on to the next question. Question number 13 on your screens now. In India, what is the minimum number of rupees 2000 notes you need to make you a crorepati? Crorepati or crorepati? What is the minimum number of 2000 notes you need to make you a crorepati? Okay, there ends the time. No changes in the leaderboard scores. 13 members answered this question correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 14. Okay, which of these did not feature a real-life father-son as father-son in the film? The Zoom is really disturbing us. 50 members made their choice within the time. And 1st, 4th, 6th, 7th positions were replaced. 16 members answered this question correctly. So let's move on to the next question. Question number 15 on your screens now. So what did the Raja of Sikkim gift the British on February 1st, 1835? Definitely we were not there. We don't know what he have gifted, but reading the options, there will be a chance to find the answer correctly. What did the Raja of Sikkim gift the British on February 1st, 1835? What is the possibility to gift? 53, 54. Okay, time is up. 54 members answered it within the time. In the leaderboard scores, 4th and 7th options were replaced. 21 members answered this question correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 16. Jana Gana Mana was adopted as the national anthem of India in which year? Jana Gana Mana was adopted as national anthem of India in which year? Okay, there ends the time. 56 members made their choice within the time. 5th, 6th, 7th positions were replaced. 22 members answered it correctly as 1950. Moving on to the next question. Question number 17 on your screens now. The title of which poem written in Sanskrit translate into cloud messenger? When you translate the Sanskrit word, the meaning comes out cloud messenger. The title of which poem written in Sanskrit translate into cloud messenger? There ends the time. 53 members answered it, and 6th, 7th positions were replaced. 15 members answered this question correctly. Cloud messenger. Cloud means Megham. Messenger Duta. So Meghaduta is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. Question number 18 on your screens now. Which is heavier? Read all the 3 options and find out which is heavier. There ends the time. 55 members made their choice out of 110 participants. 3rd and 5th positions were replaced with the new people. 10 members only able to answer it correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 19 on your screens now. Who was the first Prime Minister of India to receive the Bharat Ratna? So who was the first Prime Minister of India to receive the Bharat Ratna? There ends the time. 51 members made their choice within the time. 2nd and 4th positions were replaced with new people. 27 members answered this question correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 20 on your screens now. Whose address is given as Arctic Circle 96930 Rovaniemi by the Finnish Tourist Board? So whose address is given as Arctic Circle? There ends the time. 54 members made their choice. And the leaderboard scores. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th positions were replaced. Santa Claus is the right answer. Great. Moving on to the next question. 21 on your screens now. What does a bawarchi primarily do? What does a bawarchi primarily do? What does the bawarchi does? What does a bawarchi primarily do? So read the options and pick the right option wisely. There ends the time. 55 members picked up their choice within the time. No change in the top 7 positions. 27 members answered it correctly. Bawarchi primarily cooks. That reminds me, famous Bawarchi in Secunderabad. 22nd question on your screens. Tejpur is a city in which Indian state? Tejpur is a city in which Indian state? Tejpur is a city in which Indian state? There ends the time. 57 members made their choice. Looking at the leaderboard score, 2nd, 3rd, and 6th positions were replaced. 21 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 23rd on your screens now. Which of these looks like a sweet called Lal Mohan? And there is a note for you people. Lal Mohan is a Bangladeshi sweet. Which of these looks like a sweet called Lal Mohan? There ends the time. 54 members made their choice. And the leaderboard scores: third and fifth positions were replaced. 20 members answered this question correctly as Gulab Jamun. Yeah, Lal Mohan also just looks like Gulab Jamun, but in a different shape. Moving on to the next question, question number 24 on your screens now. In 1984, who was rated the world's best finance minister by Euromoney magazine? Finance Minister of India. In 1984, who was rated the world's best finance minister of India by Euromoney magazine? So you need to remember who was that particular person as finance minister. 53 members made their choice. And the leaderboard score: second, third, and fifth positions were replaced. 18 members answered this question correctly as Pranab Mukherjee. Question number 25 on your screens now. What is called kolam in Tamil Nadu, mandana in Rajasthan, and aripana in Bihar? What is called kolam in Tamil Nadu, mandana in Rajasthan, and aripana in Bihar? What is the meaning of these words? There ends the time. 51 members made their choice, and the leaderboard scores: second and fifth positions were replaced. So the right answer is Rangoli. 23 members answered it correctly. So moving on to the next question, question number 26. Playing to Win is the autobiography of which lady? Playing to Win is the autobiography of which lady? Playing to Win. It is not Singing to Win. Playing to Win is the autobiography of which lady? There ends the time. 51 members made their choice. And the leaderboard scores: no change in the top 7 positions. 33 members answered this question correctly. Very good. Moving on to the next question, question number 27 on your screens now. If Jodhpurs are trousers of horse riding, then what are patialas? It's a tricky question. If Jodhpurs are trousers of horse riding, then what are patialas? The time. 50 members made their choice, and the leaderboard scores: fourth, fifth, sixth positions were replaced, and the answer is plated salwars. 18 members made it right. Moving on to the next question, question number 28 on your screens now. The length of what was 1500 kilometers from Sonargaon in Bengal to the Sindhu River in the west? What do you think is such long? 1500 kilometers from Sonargaon in Bengal to the Sindhu River in the west. There ends the time. 48 members made their choice. And the leaderboard scores, no change in the top 7 positions. 13 members answered it correctly. Grand Trunk Road. Moving on to the next question, question number 29 on your screens now. The title of which book about Winston Smith written by George Orwell is a year? If anyone have book reading and if anybody knows George Orwell, then you can get this. The title of which book about Winston Smith written by George Orwell is a year? There ends the time. 47 members made their choice and the leaderboard scores. 4th position is replaced. 18 members answered this question correctly as 1984. Moving on to the next question. So question number 38 on your screens. In India, what came down on March 28, 1989 from 21 to 18? So what came down from 21 to 18? These are the numbers. So something happened on March 28, 1989. Which brought 21 to 18. So what was that? There ends the time. 48 participants answered it within the time. And the leaderboard scores, 4th and 7th positions were replaced. 26 members answered it correctly as voting age. So moving on to 31st question on your screen. Sherpas are known for their skill in. Sherpas are known for their skill in. 7th class people will be able to answer this perfectly right. Sherpas are known for their skill in. Sherpas will carry their luggage on their back and they will help people. Let's check the leaderboard scores. Only 6th position is replaced and 17 members answered this question correctly. Usually these Sherpas will be Tibet people who will be helping these tourists in climbing the mountain, Mount Everest. Okay, so usually they are skilled in mountaineering. 17 members did it correct. Moving on to the next question, question number 32 on your screens now. Which city connects the Kumbh Mela and Anand Bhavan, the home of the Nehrus? Which city connects the Kumbh Mela and Anand Bhavan, the home of Nehrus? Maybe you might have heard this Kumbh Mela recently in the news as well. There ends the time. 48 members picked up their choice within the time. And the leaderboard scores, 4th, 6th and 7th positions were replaced. 18 members answered it correctly. Allahabad. So moving on further, question number 33 on your screens. If you subtracted 100 lakhs from 1 crore, what would you be left with? If you subtract 100 lakhs from 1 crore, what would you be left with? There ends the time. 45 members made their choice. Only 7th position was replaced. No change in the 6 positions, top 6 positions. 27 members answered it correctly. Great. 34th question. Total 40 questions you have today. In 1908, Who flew the world's first passenger flight? In 1908, who flew the world's first passenger flight? So look at the year carefully and then connect to the names. Then you will get the right answer. In 1908, who flew the world's first passenger flight? There ends the time. 45 members made their choice. Looking at the leaderboard scores, 4th and 5th positions were replaced. 25 members answered it correctly. Wilbur, right. Moving on to the next question. Question number 35 on your screens now. In the 18th century, what was given names such as Gola and Satha? In the 18th century, what was given names such as Gola and Satha? Now you can connect the options with the word Gola. Maybe that will help you. There ends the time. 45 members made their choice within the time. And the leaderboard scores, no change in the top 7 positions. Okay, 10 members answered it correctly as potato. Radish, I don't know why people selected radish. Radish is not Gola, it's not rounded, right? Okay, moving on to the next question. Question number 36 on your screens now. So, Itanagar is named after Eta Fort, meaning fort of bricks. Is it true or false? Itanagar is named after Eta Fort, meaning fort of bricks. Is it true or false? Brick is called eat in Hindi. You might have learned it. Time is up. 47 members made their choice. And the leaderboard scores. 3rd, 5th, 6th positions were replaced. 38 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 37 on your screens. What is the symbol of Samajwadi Party? What is the symbol of Samajwadi Party? You might have heard a lot of symbols today in Khammam. A lot of campaigning is going on for municipal elections, so don't get confused. There ends the time. 46 members answered it. 5th position is replaced with a new person. 17 members answered it correctly. Yes, it is cycle, just like our TDP. So moving on to the next question. Question number 38 on your screens now. Which Nobel Prize winner wrote Treatise on Radioactivity? This is little difficult. Treatise on Radioactivity, as we all know that Nobel Prize is given based on various studies. So you need to know which Nobel Prize winner has written treatise on radioactivity. Definitely I don't know the answers. I learned after typing this. There ends the time. 44 members answered it out of 122 participants. 5th and 7th positions were replaced. 25 members made it right. Moving on to the next question. Question number 39 on your screens now. Which species of deer sounds like a dish from southern India? Which species of deer sounds like a dish of southern India? Which species of deer sounds like a dish of southern India? 44 members picked up their choice. And the leaderboard scores. Third position is replaced with a new person. So 23 members answered it correctly as sambar. Moving on to the next question and last question of the day. In a woman, the surface area of which organ is around 3000 square inches? In a woman, the surface area of which organ is around 3000 square inches? There ends the time. Now 12 members answered it correctly. I guess they might have guessed it. Okay, so let's check the final scores. Hope it will play the music today. Ashwini is on third position, Karthika on second, and Bala Sri Nandak on first position. Congratulations. Congratulations to the top three, and I appreciate the time and effort of every participant. So even if you have lost, then no worries. We are learning while playing. So better luck next time. Okay, good night.